Merry Christmas, guys! One of the most often used phrases around Christmas time in the Christian world is remember the true meaning of Christmas. Or alternatively, Jesus is the reason for the season. They've become like a well-worn jacket or your favorite pair of boots. Used so much, you know what they are, but you don't really have to think much about it when you put them on. It's sort of automatic. We know the reason for the season and the true meaning of Christmas, Christ's birth. But often, we don't go much further than the surface level story. Hey guys, I'm Kenna Rose. Christ being born in a stable, Mary and Joseph, no room in the inn, the angels announcing Jesus' birth, and the surprise visit of the shepherds and magi. This is what we think of when someone asks the true meaning of Christmas. And Christ's birth is definitely the true meaning of Christmas. But have you ever stopped to think about what that truly means? John 1:1-5, and then verses 9-14 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." And then continuing on in verse 9, "The true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not receive him. But to those who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth." These verses at the beginning of John tell the Christmas story, though you may not realize it, in another way. The Christmas story is about God becoming flesh in order to die a painful death and rise again so that we can have a relationship with God. Without Christmas, there would be no Easter. Without Easter, there would be no Christmas. As Christians, it's incredibly important that we cling to this in our celebration of Christmas. It's foundational. And in a world like we live in today, every worldview issue comes back to where you get your values and where you get your worldview. If we aren't secure on this foundation, nothing will change. So take the time this Christmas, in the midst of all the busyness, to read Luke 2 and John 1 and reflect on what Christmas really means.